Hey everyone, welcome back. The spread of Celtic culture is going quite well. It's 1982, and we might be gearing up to a victory here before the beginning of the 21st century. Or maybe not. Maybe we win in the 21st century. Not sure. Let's see what happens first. Let's get this castle built. Get that castle built. And we'll get a castle built here as well. We'll get a castle built here as well. Get a castle here as well. All of these castles will increase our happiness. I suppose once the Nerfstenstein is completed, which might not actually happen before the end of the game. Who knows? Alright, let's adopt a policy. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to do an ideology again, since I could get another 3-1. Civilizations fighting a common enemy. I could declare war with Montezuma against someone, but I don't think that's a good idea. So none of those really look good to me. Is this one better? I think reducing the cost of gold could be the most helpful, because if I do that, at least if I need to field an army in a hurry, it'll be a little bit cheaper for me to do it. So yeah, we'll take mobilization. I really don't have any more social policies that I need, even though my cultural production is just through the roof. Plus 100% output on all of these things is nothing to sneeze at. If only I could get a golden age going, that would be spectacular. Alright, Dublin, Caravansary. I think it may actually have places that are trading, so that's probably a good idea. Let's do a barracks here. I think I'm also getting bonuses from those. So let's do a barracks here as well. Montezuma has completed the Manhattan Project. Well, that was really, really fast. That was really fast. I'm a little bit worried here. Just a little bit. Can I purchase great scientists with faith? No. I guess I have to have the entirety of the rationalism tree to do that, huh? Oh, well. Alright, let's get a military base. Let's get a armory. That'll let us get a military base, I think. Alright. I'm just kind of building things in some of these places at this point. They've really come far enough. Research might be nice, but if you spend your hammers on research, the difference is just so slight that it feels not worth it. Alright, let's get a zoo. That'll get some happiness as well. Whoa! 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 Montezuma throwing down the gauntlet. Your little friend Kathmandu is so easy to push around. They gave in to our tribute demands, and I don't believe you are in a position to do anything about it. Wow. That makes me really want to go after him, but you know what? You'll pay for this. You'll pay for this. We'll maintain relations with Kathmandu by saying that, but how arrogant can one person be? That arrogant. Well, I mean, to be honest, I don't care about Kathmandu that much. I just like to give them money. Ooh, the delegation is now. I should have bribed before now. Whoops. Alright, let's get a barracks granary. I still don't have a granary. Let's get a granary. I can't believe I never built a granary there. How terrible of me. Fine. You can have a hospital, Rome. Alright, I really want historical landmarks to pass, and I really don't think it's going to. But we'll try for it. Ah, man, that'll be so dominant if I manage to get that. Well, Scholars in Residence passes, so that's unfortunate. And historical landmarks way doesn't pass. So the world is not a fan of me right now. They're not a fan of me at all, but my culture is just permeating through the skin of their city borders. Already this entire continent just loves the Celts, which is excellent, because it means if, London wants to push for war, if Rome wants to push for war, their citizens will be so wildly against it, because Everyone loves the Celtic Empire. Montezuma isn't 100% sure what to think yet, but the Aztecs are really starting to warm up to me. Even though they've never even met me, all they know are just the wonderful tales they hear of the Celtic mainland from their island nation just right next to them. Ah, my propaganda machine is spinning hard. Alright, police station here or military academy? How about a military academy? Production here will be a stadium. Here will be a zoo. A zoo. Well, I vote for historical landmarks again. And I don't care what the rest of you think. How about that? Unfortunately, the Scholars in Residence does two things. It makes great scientists and great engineers more likely to be born, but it does make the artists, the musicians, the writers less likely to be born. So we might not be getting any of those for the rest of the game, but man, Montezuma is going to be losing against us pretty soon. Elizabeth's building up for a stealth/sneak attack on another civilization. Don't know who that is. Oh, Elizabeth plotting against Augustus Caesar. I guess it's probably Rome then. That would be my intuition there. I mean, sure, I don't know that aircraft is going to come in, but let's get a triplane, because what else is it going to build? Let's get a stadium here in Venice. Riga searching for science. I don't know that it's going to have 20 turns. Is that it? Oh, Rome renewing its denouncement of me. Very well. No skin off my back. Hey, you'll have really sad news when you find out what Elizabeth is planning. I could share that information with him if I wanted to, and I would gain a little bit of a diplomatic boost with him, but I really don't think Rome is ever going to warm up to me, given that I've got currently Celtic citizens living in his capital. Yeah, well, sorry. I won't escalate to future conflict. Everybody but Enrico Dondaldo loves me. Everybody but Lady Elizabeth of England loves me. Every citizen on this continent adores everything that I stand for. Oh, huh. I don't... Okay. Sure. Let's be really good at intercepting aircraft. And, intercept. Excellent. So now if any airplanes come in, I can fight them off. We're probably not going to escalate to full-scale aerial war here, though it is sometimes fun to build aircraft carriers and send over bombers to pesky civilizations on other continents, take them over a little bit. Then you could airlift your units in. Civilization 5 scales so much. Some of the endgame is really interesting when it comes to war. Early game war is really interesting as well, as is mid-game. War changes throughout the game, which is quite a bit of fun. You know what, I'm just going to start doing research here in Dublin for one turn until radar comes out. Let's get a police station here. You know what I'm actually going to do, too? As soon as I get airports, I'm going to pay to have an airport in every city. At least every major city. I'm almost getting too many policies here. Oh yeah, sure. I forgot I didn't take this one. Let's boost our happiness up that way. Yeah, up to 52. Great. Happiness now through the roof. We're going to get a golden age here pretty soon. Sure. Yeah, you know what? I don't care. I don't care what you think of me. I care zero what you think of me. Denounce me all you want. Montezuma plotting against Enrico Dondaldo. I'm happy to hear that.
Progress is the realization of utopias.
Nice. We have entered the atomic era in 1991. Yeah, I think I'm just purchasing an airport everywhere. I can afford it, so I'm going to do it. Purchase airport. Nantes, I don't think is putting out... Well, it's putting out 24 tourism. That's not bad. You know what? I can afford it everywhere, so I'm just going to do it everywhere. I mean, look at my tourism. Just rise and rise and rise as I buy this. 568 tourism we're putting out now. Splendid. Very, very splendid. Probably the only civilization right now rich enough to just establish airports worldwide like that in a single turn of discovering that airports even exist. Let's get a zoo going. Oh, actually, happiness would be nice. This gets happiness as well, but this gets happiness faster. Let's get a barracks. Research will now turn to... Plastics will up my science output. Rocketry will allow me to be a little bit more threatening. And atomic theory would be nice as well. I'm just going to go for plastics right now. Again, I don't know that Montezuma's culture is going to last very long against my tourism machine. Oh, excellent.
Is one of the most beautiful to be found. Holy and unapproachable.
Nice.
A worthy temple
This is
to
pretty.
the
This
divine
reminds me a little bit of Game of
was
Thrones.
built
This has sort of a
with
Game of Thrones feeling to it.
blessing the world.
Excellent. Oh, we are so literate. Montezuma very literate as well. Alright, so now the World Congress has become the United Nations, which means it's now possible to win a diplomatic victory. Every other session, there's going to be a world leader proposal, which means if any one civilization gets enough votes, they immediately win the game on that turn. So we've got to be a little bit frightened of that. Not super frightened. Frightened more in the future. Right now, I don't think it's that much of a concern, but in the future, it definitely could be. Let's get walls here so I could get a castle. We'll go with barracks. We'll go with caravansary. We'll go with walls. In fact, out of curiosity, I want to see 3 turns. Yeah, we are going to overtake the Aztecs very, very soon. Very soon. Choosing the host now. Darn, England has more than me. I'm actually going to support Rome here. Because I don't want England to have it. So I'm going to throw my weight behind Rome. You know what? I just can't do that. I just can't do that. I just can't do that. I can't give it to Montezuma either, though. I could look past my past prejudices, I suppose. Rome, you're just a puppet, though. You're nothing but a puppet. This is how we've advanced. We've advanced from you being my prime enemy to now you just being a puppet in my plans. In many ways, this actually feels better. So, it looks like Montezuma has launched a sneak attack. I really don't like the sound of that. Aztec army with naval escorts has set sail for a sneak attack. We don't know which civ they're targeting. That very well could be me. That really, really could be me. Let's, Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get artillery. We're going to get a battleship. We're going to get more artillery, a battleship, a zoo. That will help as well, just in less obvious ways. Oh, you know what? They could also be attacking over here. So let's actually upgrade this to an ironclad. We'll keep upgrading this as well. I want to purchase a battleship. I forgot they could actually be coming here, and let's upgrade this musketman as well. I need to be ready for them to come, so let's get some upgrades here. Because right now I'm not ready for an assault force to come for me. My units are woefully unupgraded. And we've got a lot of room for upgrades, so I really think I should get them. Alright. That will help. Oh, sweet, we've got a railroad now. Okay, keep the railroad going to Dublin. And you keep the railroad going to Dublin. And pretty soon we'll have a railroad network connecting all my cities. Montezuma is constructing the Kremlin. Alright, that's fine. We'll upgrade these units. Oh, I'm out of money. Alright, that's fine. Everybody just hold your positions. Just hold your positions. We don't know who Montezuma's coming for yet. It might not be me. I am a huge threat, but I'm also incredibly powerful militarily. Montezuma has he completed the Kremlin in one turn. Hey!
Power of your culture, your civilization's greatness, the magnificence of its monument, and the power of its artists has astounded the world. Poets will honor you for as long as beauty brings gladness to a weary heart.
We have spread culture successfully to Montezuma as well as the rest of the world and achieved victory via our culture. Let's look at the demographics here. Our population was not the greatest. Montezuma had a higher population, but man, our population was huge. Montezuma had a bigger army as well. I suppose we'll never find out who he was going to attack. But as far as land, we had the most gross national product. We had the most manufactured goods, most crop yield. This refers to, of course, the amount of food we have, the amount of hammers we produce, and the amount of gold we produce. This is just straight up land space, soldiers. Approval, I believe that comes down to happiness. And then literacy is the amount of research that you've done. We researched 74% of the technologies in the game, but that does put us at first. Hey, we ranked number 1. Augustus Caesar. The irony! The irony that my score ranks me like Augustus Caesar is not lost on me. But spectacular. Why not see a quick... Oh, man, look at these graphs. There's so much fun stuff to look at the very end, isn't there? Look at how my score just rose. This must be when I took over Venice, and this must be when I took over Rome. Those huge score hikes there. Splendid. But here's the one I really like to see. The replay of the map, so we can actually see all of the border changes throughout all of history in fast motion. Let's look at it. This is always so fun to watch. You can see all these city-states. At some point, Aztecs are going to take over a lot of these city-states and then take over some Mayan continents as well. Rome has expanded. We have expanded. Montezuma just got his. Rome's still expanding. Wow, there's England second as well. Maya going pretty small. Montezuma up to 3. Rome's still growing. We just got our 3rd. We're staying pretty small here so far. Ooh, Aztecs looks like they're growing a lot. They just took over a city-state. Maya still staying small. Wow, just got overtaken by Aztecs there. There's our island city. That's when Nantes was formed. Rome's still growing. Oh, here's the incursion that I was very unhappy about when Rome built next to me. I believe the Mayan gets taken over before I go on my... Oh, nope, there I go. There was Venice. There falls the Maya. There goes England, and we're coming into Rome now. Oh, we just slaughtered Rome. And I believe this is the end of border changes throughout history, but we just keep growing, our influence getting more and more and more powerful until we get to the very end there. Pause at the end for me, for drama. There is the end of the world there, where we own the most land and, most importantly, the greatest amount of culture worldwide. Folks, thanks so much for sticking with me. The Cultic Empire and our leader Boudica have triumphed over the world, spreading our culture far and wide and also occupying the heathenous Venice, but really their only sin was teaming up with Augustus Caesar, the villainous leader of Rome. But now we sing songs of Celtic praises and victory in the conquered Roman territory. I would consider this quite a victory. Thanks again, guys. See you in the next game.